room. Listen, today now, I only got a few minutes here. And the reason why I got to say that is because I'm starting my day out. I had to convince myself, I'm still convincing myself this is just real talk. Because last night just was just busy, that particular yesterday moment. And then last night knowing, let me kind of scoot up a little bit. But last night and knowing, listen, I got places to be today. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, and things, but I just wanted to come here because consistency is something that I am truly pressing into making sure that I come here. Remember, friends, that this is the place to whereby I truly love coming here, being encouraged and motivating. But I'm just sharing real life with my friends as well as you're coming along on my journey as I talk about real estate, still talking about the power of prayer and how good God is. But this is one of these particular days to whereby I know I will have to show up in a location because it's concerning real estate now. And at the same token, I know that my hours of sleep, I had to push back some time to add into my sleep. In other words, to make a long story short, just because yesterday was yesterday and this day that I know that my schedule is scheduling, I still got to show up to the people. So I'm just being real with my friends this morning. So if it seemed like I don't have a whole bunch of time, in actuality, I don't, especially if I got to run into the particular store, pick up some items and things. So yes, good morning, friend. Thank you for coming in. So Gigi just sharing this part of life and things with my friends to let you know that I appreciate each and every friend that come here and support me and this particular channel and the movement and how it is moving and things. I really do. I just want to say that I appreciate it. But starting my day today, like I say, it's a big jump and a big push for me, but I'm not complaining. I'm grateful. Look, I got skates on today, and the skates meaning that I'm moving, okay, with the opportunity to be in the places and spaces that I need to be. It's something when you motivate yourself, when you know that, listen, your sleep hours was not, the right sleep hours for you, but you still is going to, push and make a way. I got enough, okay, to live on, yeah, I got enough sleep. But I just want my friends to know, always make sure, friend, and I always say this, before you do anything, jumping up, moving around, at least for me, I've prayed, I've thank God and things. And even before coming here, I'm like, now which one I'm supposed to be doing? Do I need to be, putting the stuff together, which is already is, but do I need to be, taking the stuff from out of the vehicle, whether or not it's signs or, and then putting the table and the chairs in. And then I say, you know what, the one thing I need to do is come here, talk with my friends and share a moment and things. Isn't it good to just be able to have a friend that does not mind sharing, such as myself, self, and being honest about, life, where I'm at, what I'm doing. And when it comes to real estate, I'm telling you, real estate, you either all in or you're not in at all. And what do I mean about that? Meaning that, it moves and it moves quickly. Yesterday, I was in my vehicle after I got done with a particular amazing class that I went to. Really, I missed one of the particular classes that I wanted to be in. And it really wasn't a class, or was it a class? It's a place to where about you gather and everything with individuals and we speak and we talk and things. And what else? See that and part. Yeah, working on that. But anyway, it's called Toastmasters. Toastmasters is an amazing tool to have and to do because it takes the words out of what you should be saying and what you should not be saying. In other words, it helps you move along better in your particular speech and speaking and things, especially when you're speaking in a large group in an atmosphere, and it's never too late to evolve. I did these things when I was working for the city as well. So it keeps your particular words articulate enough to keep moving and not getting stuck is what I'm saying. And I find myself sometimes, I can get stuck, but I just continue to push on. But I will say as being back around individuals and in individuals' faces and spaces. I will say shout out to Toastmasters. Now, this is not an advertisement for them. They don't even know I'm shouting them out. But guess what? I missed that particular, it's called a meeting, not that class. I missed that meeting. I missed the meeting yesterday because, honey, I was doing something else that particular day, personal needs and all of that I had needed to get done for this day. But nevertheless, there was another particular class that I showed up to, and it was great. It was good, all concerning real estate. So yes, the particular part of my brokerage and things, it is very helpful, for any agent, anyone. You don't have to be an agent. Just if you know that you're speaking and you're talking and things and you want to improve, you want to get better and things, you can evolve in that area. Like I say, I used it one time before when I was working for the city and things, but it was more or less like on a debatable level, and Toastmasters showing you how to be debatable and then how to, navigate in those particular areas. I mean, is it a great tool and an asset to have? I think so. And I mean, it really don't break, your wallet and things like that. But anyway, I didn't come here to talk about Toastmasters, but that's part of my particular life at this time. And the times and the periods, it all depends on your organization, which one you in. And they get to travel too, and you get to meet so many different people because they literally want to say they have conventions, I think. I don't know. I'm going a little bit deep into it, but yeah, I want to hit that level to where about to see what they do in different places and spaces and things. But I like it, so forth and experiencing and everything. Because guess what? They getting country all the way together. And I love it, honey. I love it. And another thing, started my day today and things. I have not, and this is the part when you get braids, just real life. Honey, it come a time to where about you're going to have to take the braids and undo them. So I got to undo all of these, however many braids, however many spots and locations, figure out when I'm going to undo it and things like that because my schedule been scheduling because I want I've been doing my scalp, sanitizing and all of that, but I just need to, undo them because that's what I want to do. I really do, although they still look great. But that's just my thing and what I want to do. But I don't have time to do it this day, in the day, because my schedule. So to say all of that, friends, today and things, I just want my friends to know if God woke you up this morning, tell God thank you. You still got breath in you, tell God thank you. You still able to move around. Listen, God done bless you, okay, to not only to be here in this space and this time and this moment. Tell God thank you and things, and continue to keep a smile on your face. Continue to show up in your own life, okay? And know that you can get back up. Know that you're not counted out. Know that there's other individuals that could possibly be going through something completely different than you. But that doesn't mean, you laugh at anyone or you look down on anyone. It just goes to show you that individuals in life, their life is lifing as well. When you think that your life is the only one that's lifing or you're the only one that's going through, you're really not. Sometimes it's called transparency, when you can be transparent to your own self to be able to share and talk and discuss. But the one thing I want my friends to know, always share with someone that can listen and that is safe for you to share and things. Only if you're bold enough to where about you don't care, what a person think about and how they would speak and say things about you, because it could be your breakthrough. It could be your sharing that is releasing those things from off of you and things if you do decide to share. But if you know that you're an individual that is not in them spaces to where about you're vulnerable enough to share, don't do it, because you have lions and tigers and bears out here. And I'm just saying it that way to where about, if your sharing can trigger certain things, and if you know that you're not weak in those areas to allow what you call the criticism from individuals. Keep your space and keep your energy and protect that. Maybe whatever you're going through right now, that is for you, your space and your time and your learning. And God definitely know how to send people in, your atmosphere directly to you. It just sometimes happen. I know these are just my thoughts. Whenever I'm feeling, a little bit gloomy, although I get up here and motivate, seem like somebody end up calling me, or I fall on some type of word or something to pick me back up, because I don't want nobody to think just because I come here and I talk about motivation and stuff, honey, I don't have my moments, and I don't, go through feeling a certain way, or my words is not to be twisted up. I have those moments. This is just real life. I just continue to press, and I just continue to go forward. I was reading this morning before I got here. Now, as a remembrance and a reminder, I don't remember the name of which one of the disciples that was dealing with depression and everything. And out of the depression, I want to say it was David. David just kept praying, because David felt like being in a dark, and just saying of reading that Bible. David was feeling like that they were in a dark space, and they cried out unto the Lord. And the one thing David did not want to give up. But David just wanted God to hear the prayers and the words, basically the words. You know how you in a space, you just want to talk to the Lord, and you just want the Lord to hear your prayers, okay? Yes, and this message is about setting the day #real estate, because I'm being real. I don't want anyone to think that, realtors, can't be real, cannot, share their life and their journey. I am, and this is where I'm at in life. So in reading it, and how David began to deal with the depression, or what it was trying to explain, is that you basically have to push yourself, out of the position. And when I say push, push with your mind and push with your spirit, push with everything that you got within you, okay, that have the capability to rise up that motivation in you, and the, you know, upliftment that you must give yourself. Now, I'm saying this is because I often find myself having to lift myself up. My friends say Moses dealt with depression after the death of his sister Miriam. Thank you, friend. You are on it. And then my friend, yeah, thank you. Thank you too, as well. And I want to say David went through it too. It wasn't Moses, but thank you for that as a reminder. See, I like my friends that can come back and put in the chat. But on this one, I want to say it was David, and it was in the Psalms and everything that were about David was crying out. And David felt like that they were in just a dark space in life, just completely dark, and his words that were so powerful. But in the midst of it and everything, of reading the footnotes, it was just, being, confirming to say that whatever you're going through, dark spaces or moments in your life that you don't feel like you're going to be able to make it and everything, I want my friends to know, find yourself so connected to prayer to where about you don't let that prayer be released from off of your life. Stay in prayer and stay connected, okay? Because prayer really is powerful. It does work. It moves and everything. Always remember, reach out to those individuals that can be helpful, those mentors, those counselors, or someone that you feel, okay, safe to speak with if you don't want to go and do mentors and counseling. I'm just being this vessel that is being positive enough to say, don't walk around and think that, no one cares. That's the trick of the enemy. Those are all lies and everything, because one thing about it, whatever that you may be going through, good morning, friend, somebody else may have already experienced it, and now they're able now to encourage you, okay? They may not tell you everything of what they went through because of the Spirit of the Lord and the power and the anointing that rested on their life. They can actually just be that light and that beacon, and just to speak life into your life and to pour back into you. This is what I love doing every morning. I love getting up, pointing to myself, oh God, I thank you. Vitamin D is coming out. I feel good already coming here because, like I say, part of me, knowing that my sleep pattern had to be pushed back and all of that, I create the mindset, okay, of how I want to feel. even if I don't feel it. I'm creating that space and that mindset. And I have to do this, especially, I'm in my latter years right now, and I'm telling you something. Being in my latter years is not only a blessing, but it's a game changer as well, of how you can look back on your life and how you can see how things change and how it is better for you. And even if you don't see it that way, you can create your own reality and make it to become better. Because I know that God has given me this moment, time, and space to not only to experience things, but to redo some things of the things that I want to do, and to be expressive enough to tell it to other individuals who may just need just simple upliftment. Listen, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel. Blessings and power unto everyone. Remember, starting your day, make sure you start it whereby it can benefit you, friends. That's all I got for today, because I just want to come here because I did not want to be defeated about, oh, I couldn't come because I had to do this. You already know, I already knew this was on my schedule. And I already knew it was on my schedule to come here as well. So I'm not trying to make an excuse of why I cannot show up. And for the individuals that is concerned, I'm going to keep saying this. You sitting out here with your device, camera attached to it. However, go ahead, create the YouTube space in the channel. Go ahead, just do it. It ain't no such thing. You got to be perfect and all of that. Just do it. Start making them videos. Start putting them up. Press the play button, because God will have individuals that you least expected that will be supportive of you. I'm going to say it again. Start making your videos, okay? Don't worry about being perfect, okay? As you see, I just come here at this time, out on my back part of where about my house is located, and I just film and I just go. Elements and all, bugs can be flying around, however, it still must go on being live. I can't tell you as many times and as often how that energy had tried to speak to me. Why you coming? Now ain't nobody gonna show up, and I'm like, so? I'm serious. It's the motivation. It's not that many people watching, so, you have to have that attitude and to keep moving. And the reason why you do, because what make you think that, others didn't go through, okay, and have the same feelings and the thoughts within their mindset, but they didn't give up. They kept going. Pretty soon, okay, their particular space, it began to grow, it began to elevate, and long as you know your purpose and the reason why you're doing it, that's all what make difference. You may not serve everybody may not be what you call having a connection with you, but if you know the reason why you're doing it, because my reason, like I tell individuals, if I can actually encourage somebody to see their life in a different way, even if you got to take baby steps, but them baby steps makes a difference. Even if you see yourself just crawling, I mean just physically, spiritually part, with your strength. You keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and pretty soon you're going to look back and you're going to see that, wow, I have came a long way. That's the purpose. If someone spoke into my life, then they gave me what I need, and now I'm just paying it forward to tell individuals. It makes no difference where you at in life and what you're doing. Like I say, hashtag real estate, hashtag, moms and fathers, single moms, single fathers, married individuals that's going through, period, life in general, business owner, leaders, whomever. What I'm saying is that find yourself, stand in that position to stay encouraged and motivated, because the power of prayer is powerful by itself. And if my YouTube space not only can bring a different meaning to individuals to where about I'm sharing in life and my journey in real estate and talking about, my thoughts on it, and it's just my thoughts and my experience. And I say it like that because everybody's different. I'm just here still being on purpose to bring more awareness to allow individuals to know, have your own relationship, okay, with the Most High. Put it in there. okay? And allow it to manifest and do what the promises is speaking upon your life and over your life. Oh God, I thank you. My friend says, please listen to the gospel song, Look Where He Brought Me From by Bishop G.E. Patterson. Oh my God, that is awesome. I didn't know the Bishop G.E. Patterson sung that particular song. That's what Church of God in Christ, correct? Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Friend, if you're there. My friend says, thank you with Gigi, friends with Gigi, thank you for making genuine deposits in the bank of the trust and keeping it 100. Yes, I always love keeping what you call prayers in the spiritual bank account. All right, friends, everybody have a great day. Remember the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Blessings and power into everybody. Keep prayer over your family. Keep prayer over your life. Say some prayers for some friends. Say some prayers for people that you don't even know. Remember to have those words of just positivity all down in your belly, that whereby they can rise up in your throat and they can flow through your tongues and out of your ears when you hear things, and out of your eyes when you see things. You'll understand what positivity mean, motivation and all that. Like I say, let it rise from your belly, okay, so that it can flow up from out of you, all speaking through your tongue, all in your ears when you hear it, and all through your eyes, so your eye gates can understand what time it is. Okay, I love you and I appreciate you. Everyone, have a wonderful day, okay, and on purpose. I appreciate you once again. Thank you so much. And let me go back. Good morning to everyone that came in, just making sure. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you.